Settle the mind before moving the body is not a slogan. It describes a practical problem, trying to train while the mind is scattered and the nervous system is still on alert. Many people try to change the body by attacking it. They decide that the body is weak, so they punish it with harder workouts, longer sessions, and stricter rules. At first, this looks like discipline. A few days later, it often becomes another cycle of soreness, poor sleep, low mood, and disappointment. A body that has been under-rested, overstressed, or inactive for a long time usually does not need a heroic beginning. It needs a reliable beginning, one that can be repeated without fear. In traditional martial training, the visible movement is never the whole practice. A punch is not only an arm action. A stance is not only a leg position. A step is not only a foot moving forward. The whole body has to cooperate: feet, hips, spine, breath, eyes, and attention. Modern fitness says something similar in different language. Technique comes before intensity. Recovery decides adaptation. Consistency beats occasional extremes. Daily wellness also points in the same direction. Sleep, breathing, digestion, and emotional steadiness are not separate from training. They are the ground that makes training useful. The first practical method is called the 3-breath gait. Before any movement, stand or sit still and take 3 quiet nasal breaths. On each exhale, let the shoulders drop, relax the jaw, and feel both feet or sitting bones become heavier. Do not turn this method into another contest. The value is in making the body feel safe enough to participate. When the practice is too hard, the nervous system becomes defensive. The jaw tightens, the shoulders rise, the breath shortens, and the mind starts bargaining. When the practice is appropriately small, the body begins to trust the process. That trust is not dramatic, but it is powerful. The second method is called the 1-minute no-input rule. Put the phone away for 1 minute before practice. No music, no messages, no instruction video. Let the body arrive before the workout begins. This method creates feedback. Without feedback, people train according to emotion. On a good day, they do too much. On a bad day, they quit completely. Feedback gives the body a voice. If sleep improves, appetite feels steady, and the body feels warmer and clearer after practice, the direction is probably right. If sleep becomes lighter, soreness lasts too long, or the mind becomes more restless, the method may be too much for the current condition. A useful way to understand this is to compare training with building a fire. If the flame is tiny, throwing on a heavy log can smother it. You begin with dry twigs, air, and patience. Weak or tired bodies are similar. They need warmth, rhythm, and gradual load. A short walk done every day can be more valuable than a punishing workout done once and abandoned. A quiet standing drill done with attention can teach more than a complicated routine performed in a rush. A gentle breath practice before sleep can sometimes do more for tomorrow's training than one extra set at night. This does not mean avoiding effort forever. Real progress requires effort. The point is to choose the right dose at the right time. In martial arts, a good teacher does not ask a beginner to fight before the stance, breath, and basic coordination are present. In strength training, a sensible program does not start with maximum loads. In health maintenance, a person does not repair years of disorder in one weekend. The body changes through repeated signals. Each good session tells it, this is safe, this is useful, and we can do this again. There are also clear boundaries. Sharp pain is not a sign of success. Dizziness is not a badge of commitment. Breath that cannot recover is information. Joint pain that worsens from session to session should not be ignored. If someone has a known medical condition, recent injury, chest pain, fainting episodes, or severe unexplained fatigue, they should get appropriate medical guidance rather than trying to solve everything through practice. Practical training respects limits because limits are part of intelligence. The most attractive kind of change is not the change that impresses people in one clip. It is the change that quietly enters ordinary life. You stand a little taller without forcing it. You walk with more ease. You recover from work faster. You sleep with less struggle. You stop treating the body as an enemy that must be conquered. you start treating it as a partner that can be educated. Once that shift happens, training becomes less about proving strength and more about building it. The body does not need to be shocked into order. It needs to be led there, step by step.